What's up? Are we live?
I think we're live.
We're live.
What's going on, everybody? Welcome to the Sugarshack live stream happening Fridays here at Sugarshack HQ. Very excited to be here. As you can see, the shots coming on. We play games of pool and talk about the week. And we're really excited also because we've got Howi from Ballyhoo joining us shortly. And we're going to be kicking it in the virtual chat room. So make sure you've got questions or want to talk to Howie or whatever, make sure you hit in the chat. And we're excited. Any questions you want us to ask him too, we'll field those. Got my boy Nick here.
What's up?
And yeah, we're stoked. So I don't know. We got plenty of people in. Should we get going? Should we bring him in?
I don't see why not.
All right, let's bring him into the chat room.
All right, here we go. Join
All right.
the pool party.
Let's
Howie.
go. What's up, Howie?
We did it.
We did it.
We did it.
Sorry for the delay, everybody. Some technical difficulties, but we're here. Howie, welcome, bro. Welcome to Friday live streams at Sugarshack.
Dude, I love this. This is real.
We're
I love
stoked to have you, dude. As
Yeah.
you can see in the shots, today, in honor of Ballyhoo, it is Cutoff T-Shirt Friday.
Yes.
And we all wore cutoff T-shirts for you, and ironically, you're in a hoodie.
I love it. Yeah, I wore a hoodie because it's always fucking freezing down here in my basement. So because with
That's
AC,
awesome.
But yeah, I love the enthusiasm here. This is great.
Absolutely. How you doing, man? How's life been?
Things are good, man. Things are good. Just grinding as usual.
Yeah.
I'm working on a light show. That's what I'll do.
Yeah, it's looking really
Nice.
good back there. Getting your
Oh,
Twitch background set up.
Oh, dude. Yeah, this is like, it's kind of messy right now. I got all this crap in here, but yeah, man, the vibe is, I like the aesthetic for sure.
Nice. Awesome, dude. Well, man, stoked just to have you in. And I don't know if you know how the live stream goes, but here we do enjoy ourselves some pool. We play games of pool here a lot. It's kind of how we decompress and talk about work and shit. So we figured, hey, we talk about music a lot and show people music a lot, but it'd be cool to also show people like other parts of our life. So we got games of pool happening also live, and you can make fun of people. I don't know, it gets pretty competitive too at the same time. And who's winning right now? Alex is running the table. Alex is a pro for sure. So Howie, feel free to make commentary, and I think everybody can hear you too, Howie. So we've all got headphones on just like we do at sessions. So if you want to talk shit, everybody can hear it. So feel free.
I wish I was more of a pool guy. If Scott was here, you could totally be like trolling all you guys. But
Yeah.
Totally.
he works the table every time he gets a chance. So
We
That's
get some
awesome.
Pros up in this chat room too, always calling us out for not chalking up enough or something like that.
Nice.
that's
We
good.
got a bunch of people in the chat already starting to fill up. Welcome, everybody. Thank you so much for hanging out with us. Blind Neil, as always. Blind Neil shows up every single Friday to hang with us, so appreciate it, man. And let's see. Somebody already had a question. Ask Howie when he's going to learn to play Barnabas. This is coming from, I don't even know how to.
relevant. That's relevant.
Relevant reactions, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. He asks me this shit all the time. I'm like,
Yeah, how do you feel about that when you get asked to learn songs? Like, I have feelings about it, so I want to hear how you feel about it. Let's just talk about
yeah.
it.
No, it's cool, man. I appreciate, dude. I mean, just having anybody knowing what that song is, that's a deep
Yeah.
cut on an album that came out, 6 years ago. So it's just, I don't know, that to me is just, you can't, it's priceless, man, you
Yeah.
know? So, and that said, it is a very heavy song emotionally, because of the subject matter, but we have a lot of songs, man. We
Yeah.
got like
Yeah.
200 out.
Like, that's not the one to play when you're trying to bring the party in, right?
Yeah, I think it could probably go off if we did it right. But it's a real heavy song, and I think I could do a really cool acoustic version of it. It's just I
nice.
haven't made the time for it
Yeah.
yet. So
Yeah, nice.
just-
We got a
he's
lot of love. Barnabas is getting a lot of love in the chat room right now, so that's awesome, dude. Yeah.
that's a fan favorite, as they say.
Yeah, cool.
We've never played it live.
Nice. To be honest, it's such a deep cut. I didn't know what kind of song we were talking about. So I was like, well, I hate getting asked to play cover songs too.
It is
But it's a deep cut for him.
It's
I'm
one of,
sorry.
like-
My ignorance.
It's one of like 3 Ballyhoo songs in drop D.
Nice.
We only have like 3, I think, in drop D.
Nice.
And so that's one of them. And
Sick.
it's a great song. It's just, just like I said, it's heavy and just emotionally.
Yeah.
Just, I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah, Justin's got his didgeridoo in D, and he always loves a drop D song.
Yeah.
Because he can play with a didgeridoo.
Should match that up. See if didgeridoo matches up with
Dude,
that one.
That'd be fun as fuck, actually.
Could be sick. Could
A
be sick.
didgeridoo, bro. See, we
Ballyhoo
need 50,000
Acoustic version, but then you could make it heavy with the didge. You
Yeah.
know, you could do like a breakdown part with the
Didgeridoo
didge.
breakdown.
You're like, whoa, I don't know if this is like heavy or meditative or what's
Right,
going
right.
on. Yeah.
There's not enough didgeridoos in reggae rock.
That's true. It's true. Well, Justin's got you covered for sure. Oh, it's funny.
I'm
What
gonna
are you
remember.
guys? What are you guys up to? Like, what's the band up to these days?
I mean, right now we're just kind of like we're in between tours. The last 7 or 8 months have been really incredible for the band. Just the growth is really shown. With the new record, almost a year ago now, on the 25th, it'll be a year since the Shell Shock album, and that was our biggest release ever. We had like over 100, I think it was like 117,000 streams on day one,
Wow,
which
sick,
was
dude.
just insane.
Yeah.
And that was just on Spotify. And it was coming off of like a really hard time in the band's career, really dark time, probably the darkest time we've ever had. Just financial stuff and lawsuit bullshit and that
Yeah.
I'm not allowed to talk about. But it was really tough, man. So this last year has been a really nice resurgence and just kind of feeling excited again, you
Yeah.
know, about things, because it was really tough for a few years.
Mm.
And so yeah, and seeing the crowds grow, and we went from, we were stuck at this like 150 to 200 person attendance a night, for like
Mhm.
10, 11, 12 years. And suddenly, just in the last 7 or 8 months, I've just seen we'll go 300, 400 people, and then of course you have like spots like Janice Live, like we just did 2,000 people there a
Yeah.
few weeks back. There's certain markets that do really well,
Yeah.
but on a national average, I mean, there's a lot of ground to cover, and that's a lot of fans. That's a lot of people that need to be excited to see your band and buy a ticket and come watch you play. And it's a lot of work to get that. And it was just to see everything's coming together, and I've just felt this is the best I've felt about the band in a long time. We've been doing it it'd be 30 years next year. This is when we started the band.
Wow.
So our first show technically was March 1st, 1996. But we started in the summer of 95, and it's just like I can't even just the different models of the music industry that I've seen, and all the cutthroat and all the there's good stuff as well, but just all the wild stuff, and all the things that we've been through in the last just in 18 years of touring. It took us a while to get on the road, but just crazy, so it's nice to see things coming together after all
Yeah,
that.
dude, it's so cool to just hear that you're in that season. We've all been through like those real low lows, and like coming out of that and then just seeing like new life. I can hear it and see it, and it's awesome, dude. I've been watching you guys on social media too, and like I can see it, man. It's like some serious momentum. In fact, somebody asked in the chat here a minute ago, I think it was Lida, what's her name? Lida Rel? Any luck for a guitarist? We also saw the guitarist post, which was pretty funny, dude. We
Yeah,
had a
epic.
good laugh about that. That was great. So, and also we were also saying we think Nick would be a great candidate for you if you ever needed a drummer, because just his natural build, physique, I feel like he really fits a lot of the job description requirements that
Fills out a
require to
cutoff
be
real
in your
good.
band,
About
So I don't know,
80%
just have him
there.
on standby in case.
That's about 80% of it right there. That's
Yeah. See, perfect.
the look,
80%. 80%. That's going on the fridge.
Yeah.
That's going on the fridge at my place for sure.
80% dash Howie.
if you can play some guitar, man, you're a candidate.
Yeah. That's awesome.
The search is it's ongoing. It's just we you mentioned the post, like we did it before when we found Sebastian, who's the St. Pete guy, and I was like, I'm gonna be really silly about this, really funny, because part of the process of finding someone, you want to find someone that matches with you and your vibe and like your
Yeah.
humor and things like that, right? So the post in itself was a bit of a test.
Yeah,
If
definitely.
you understand that I'm not actually being like a dickhead diva rock star about
Yeah.
this, and you understand that I'm in on the joke, then that right there puts you ahead of the line. Like,
Yeah.
because we know that okay, this guy, same kind of vibe, same humor or whatever. So that was part of it. So when we did it again earlier this year, I think it was like April or May, I was like, I'm gonna do the same thing, but I'm gonna go harder, and and just, I guess maybe my older age and crotchety, but yeah, I think it's important to ask for what you want,
Yeah,
don't
absolutely.
just say, hey, we need a guitar player.
Right.
Cool. It's like,
Yeah.
I'm very specific on things. I'm very picky about things. I'm very picky about the tone. I'm picky about how you play the shit. Like, it's just, there's a look, there's all these things.
Yeah,
And I think it's important, and you
100%.
gotta do the best you can to find the best person
Yeah.
to fill the spot. And because it's about you and how you vibe with the guys, but it's about how you perform on stage. It's about how you interact with the crowd. Does the crowd love you? Like, it's a lot of things, So, and we want to find people that, like, aren't, you know, align with the same values that we have, and, like, you know what I mean? Like, I know too many people out there that are like, have different views than I do, that I think aren't exactly on the right side of history, that I would never put in my band. It's
Right.
just, I want to make sure that whatever we're doing, like, everyone's invited. Like, that's the vibe. Like, when you come to a Ballyhoo show, everyone's invited. None of this bullshit culture war stuff that's going on. Like, none of that stuff, man. We just want to,
Yeah.
we want people to have a good
Rock
time,
the fuck out. Yeah.
and, like, forget about your problems for a couple hours.
Yeah.
And when you listen to our music, know that it's coming from an honest uh, from a good place, a positive
Yeah.
place. We're trying to sell
Yeah.
positivity,
Yeah. I think it's genius, man. I think you're spot on. Like, by doing that, by creating like an ad listing for a guitar player with it's like, you're not qualified if you don't get this. Like, you're not close enough to us and get us enough if you don't get this.
Well,
So
seriously.
The Bernie Sanders like litmus test of meme reference
Yeah.
right there is about
Yeah.
as genius as you can get.
yeah,
So
absolutely.
stupid, dude. Yeah, it's so stupid. Just all like undertones aside, just that meme is hilarious. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You always see, I'm once again asking, and it's like, whatever the is.
That's
Bro, I'm once again. The joke was like, I'm once again asking for you to join or play guitar for my band because we're doing this again. You know what I mean? It's just, it's so
Yeah. That's awesome, dude. Some questions filling up here. Let's tackle some of these. John
Okay.
Boat Johnny. First of all, shout out to John Boat Johnny. He's here again and dropped a token, a
Yeah,
gift,
we got
right?
a $10
So
super chat from
thank
John
you.
Boat Johnny.
thank you, John Boat Johnny. He asked, Howie, have you ever discovered a new artist on Sugarshack sessions?
Ooh, good stuff. Well, it's funny because I know a lot of the artists that come on your show.
Right.
So I'm like usually pretty familiar. I guess I'm trying to think from time to time. I'm not very adventurous musically. I'll say I hate that about myself, honestly. It takes me a long time to like really, like, I don't know, to find anybody. I just listen to Green Day.
Yeah, I was gonna say what do you
Yeah.
listen to?
Sublime
Yeah.
and 311 and UB40. Like, those are my jams,
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm not sure, man. I'll go through and I'll hear stuff, and like, but I'm not one to really pursue anything that often, if that makes any sense.
Yeah, no, for sure, man. I know
I
it's
hate
like an
that.
on the spot thing, but look, yeah, we're the same way.
I feel like our
Yeah.
music would be like better if I listened to more bands, but I just,
It's what shapes. It's who you are, man. It's who you are. It's what feeds your soul, right? And I mean, and then in return, it's what comes out. So I think it's exactly as it should be.
I will say that anytime you can put Sugarshack on and just let it play,
Yeah.
because it's just like gonna be good. It's just that format that you guys do there is just incredible. It's like stripped down, everything's real and raw. There's no tracks, no
Yeah.
clicks. It's just like here it is, and you can barely hear yourself. It's just a very punk rock.
Yes.
Like the way it looks beautiful and tropical and like
Yeah.
acoustic and stripped down and all this shit, but it's so punk rock. The whole
It is. It is. It does have a
Really
punk rock spirit about it.
it does.
Ironically,
Yeah,
because
in the
you
most
can't
ironic
play an
sense.
electric guitar, but it's
Right.
kind of
Yeah.
like, no, this is the way we do it.
It's
you
just
have this one little monitor.
yeah, one monitor. Everybody's like, everybody's like, I need more guitar, I need more vocal. It's like, sorry, it's all I fucking got. Deal with it. And it's like playing, some shitty club, but it's really pretty,
Yeah. yeah.
But and then you've got like you guys been selling tickets and putting people over there on the side, like, and they
Yep.
got the headphones, like the silent disco style, like
Yeah. Yeah.
such a cool thing you got going on there, man.
Yeah, thanks, man. We love you guys so much. Thank you so much for just all your support, like over the years, and even just me. I mean, it's been a few years, but I always just felt like I could kick it with you guys like homies. And thanks for just, just being the realist. You guys rock.
Oh, dude, yeah, always fun chilling with you guys, man.
Nice.
Yeah, Howie, speaking of bunch of Sugarshack artists here, I'm looking at the excuse me, the track lineup for Shell Shock, and there are a handful of heavy hitters on here that have graced the Shack deck. Here we got the
Yeah.
Elevators, Kyle Smith,
Lots of
Hyrie,
sick collabs.
Tropodelics,
That's right.
Bumpin'. Yeah, these are all homies. Do you have I'm curious, do you have a favorite
Yeah.
track off of Shell Shock that was just like that standout
Yeah,
track?
call it out. Call it out. Who's your favorite person to work with?
Yeah.
You want names on this.
The live stream wants
Yeah.
to know.
They really wants to know. No, I gotta say, like, probably my favorite song from the record. Ironically, it's not with any of the features on it. I love "Clip My Wings," probably my top favorite. But "Shell Shock," the song, is like that's when I wrote that song, I was like, dude, there's something like this is like the perfect, reggae rock, like kind of blend from like. I feel like it rips. It's got riffs.
Yeah.
It's got a good groove. It's the right tempo. The message is good. The message is clear. And then I remember I sent it to Nate. And I was just like, dude, I got this track. Like, would love to get you on. He's like, send it over. He hits me back like within like 3 minutes. I guess the time it took for him to listen to it. He's just like, dude, fuck yes. Like, let's do it.
Sick.
And he sends me his verse, and it was just such a good verse. It's perfect for the song. In the old iTerror days, and even Aurora Wave now, like his message is like positivity as well, and rise above, and that's really what the song is about. It's about being stuck in a depression hole, and just trying to figure your way out of it, and sort of doing it on your own, like, just trying to find the strength and climb your way out. And he just killed that, man. It was just such a good thing. Hardesty, I love his verse on Great Blackout of 2007. It's a fun little ska song, and
Nice, yes.
I sent it to him, and he gave me a bunch of shit. He's like, because he knew I was like asking, like me and him are like real tight. He knew I was asking a bunch of people in the scene like to be on the record. He's like, bro, if you don't put me on your fucking record, I will take it very personally, and I will fuck off. And I was like,
Yeah,
come on.
you're like,
All
ah,
right,
damn,
so-
he put me in a corner, all right.
yeah. I mean, I already wanted to,
Yeah, right. It's a
really
win-win
good
for
at
you. You're like,
we
oh,
can
perfect.
We can totally hear Brandon saying that verbatim.
Yeah, 100%,
That
100%.
exact thing.
dude, I'm convinced Brandon Hardesty was a loud baby, and just you know what I mean.
That's so funny.
He's very firm about his.
Yeah.
But man, everybody did a great job on their features for the record. Everything works, and the record, the way it came together was crazy, because it was like, I mean, it took like 15 months to really finish it. Part of that was because I was like, I should order a new hard drive and back this stuff up, and I ordered it, and the day before
Oh no.
it showed up, my hard drive crashed. And I lost 6 projects. And, that's like half a record.
That's true grieving of like take a moment.
I'd
for your
already-
loss.
I'd already spent months,
Oh,
and like some of these
Howie.
tracks were done. They were mixed and done. And I was like, oh, next one.
Gosh.
And I mean, dude, I had to go back. I was able to recover some things,
Like
but there's just
stems and stuff like that or whatever. Yeah.
yeah. Luckily, the guys we see everybody's recording at home,
Yeah.
and they're sending me stuff, and I use Dropbox to keep it all together, and then I just pull it down the Pro Tools. I make it make sense, but
But you had to
all my
remix and
stuff.
like right, you're still having to rebuild the project.
Yes, I had to build the
Yeah.
project
Yeah.
from scratch.
Yeah.
All my stuff, vocals, guitars, any other weird stuff that I did, tambo, whatever. I had to do all of it all over again. Um, there were a couple that, yeah, like the Damn It cover is gone forever. Sleeping on the Couch, which is one of my favorites from the record. We would, if we ever wanted to remix it, we'd have to re-record it, you know?
Right. Like
I had to go through, build all these projects, do all my parts again, and then figure out how I mixed it because I was like so happy with it, you know. After the nightmare, and then we had to leave for tour, and I was like, I didn't get to finish it till I got back. It was we submitted it late, all these things. But like as I try to do, I was like, how do I turn this into a positive? I just looked at it, I was like, well, everything sounds just as good, if not better than it was on the first version. And I learned a ton more, you know. And what I didn't learn, I just reinforced, you know, by doing it again, you know.
Sure.
And so, and then you know, we were in the middle of this whole thing, this lawsuit thing, and it was this weird dark time. And I think when the record dropped, I mean, the day that we played some casino in Virginia, and the show wasn't that great. It was okay. It was outside. It was really hot. It was August, and that night we had like a band dinner at this place, and we all got steaks and stuff because it was like the release day, and like that day we felt such a relief. There was a weight taken off our shoulders because at that point too, like the lawsuit thing had kind of started to go away. Like it was like things were settling and all that. But so we were very, it was like the record and the excitement with the fans, and I'm just watching the streams all day. It's what you do when you put it out. You're like watching Spotify.
Yeah, just to refresh.
Just like, this is so cool. And we had the dinner and we talked about things in the future and all this stuff. And just like everything was like the weight was lifted, and we were just like so pumped. And all the work and all the everything leading up to it, and the fans being so stoked on every track was just like, it was good, man. It was good.
Yeah. I can feel that for you. You know what I mean? Like feel that moment for you. That's awesome, dude. What a great breakthrough after like dark times and shit like that, to then be able to be like, boom, we're dropping this record, and not knowing how it would be received, and then it's just like really well received. There's this whole new fresh energy to it, and you're like seeing that immediately, like in like your touring and your shows and stuff. That's so rad, dude. Speaking of touring, somebody asked a question earlier. I thought it was a really good question. Like, we've talked about this on the Sugarshack podcast, but what's your least favorite thing about touring?
Everything but the being on stage part. Like,
yeah, like you put up with all that shit for to be on the stage, right? Yeah.
Dude, we just talked about this with the band guys. We were just like, yeah, everything sucks. I mean, look, you can be, look, I could be working at Walmart or like waiting tables or bartending still. You know what I mean? I'm on the road, I'm touring, I'm doing what I love. But I think with anything, you're gonna have those bugaboos, you know, those things that just they kind of suck, you know?
Yeah, totally.
Dude, being away from my family, like, you know, I don't see my kids for weeks, months sometimes. It's like just being in a you know, a bandwagon or a van or whatever, like for weeks at a time with the same people. We've learned how to be around each other, you know. Just that was
right
years ago we figured that out, but like, you know, but week 3 people start getting a little testy, you know.
Yeah, for sure.
You know, and like
we experience it a little bit too on trips, like when we do festival trips and stuff. You know, by the end of those trips, you're like, all right, I'm good if I don't see you for like a week at least.
Hey,
And you have that cool down time. Once you guys are done, you're like, all right, see you in a couple months.
yeah, man. Other things like you if we're opening for a band or something, sometimes it's not the right fit, you know, like the crowd isn't digging you, and it's like nightly, you know. There's a couple tours that we did. Like we did we actually did 2 full tours with Tribal Seeds, and the second time I didn't want to do it, and it wasn't because like they're all great guys and like they're awesome, their band's great, but like their fans just didn't like us, you know. And
Sure, it just whatever reason it didn't mesh well. Yeah.
it just didn't work. Like
Yeah, you come out to a Tribal Seeds crowd, you're like, "What the fuck is up, Seattle?" Or whatever.
that's what I do, and it's like
Right, that's who you guys are, 100%.
and,
Yeah.
and yeah, I'm the Billy Joe Armstrong of reggae rock. You know,
Yeah,
what I mean?
right, right.
You know, it's just like I'm yelling at the crowd and like and just trying to make it, you know, big. But like our reggae is not reggae. It's just not. It's insulting to
Right.
say otherwise, in my opinion. And we just mix it up, and it's like Sublime used to do it. You know what I mean? It's like I'm heavily influenced by
Using those influences, but it's coming from a punk rock
there's-
spirit in
exactly.
Angle.
We play
Yeah.
harder, like we
100%.
you know, whatever. And yeah, so we did it, and it was a little bit better the second time, but it wasn't great. And again, great guys and stuff, but their just crowd wasn't feeling it. Same thing with Common Kings. Like they're fucking awesome. Their band is sick. They put on such a good show. They're really nice guys. Like it was just fun to be around them and stuff and watch their show. But like their fans just didn't like us, you know.
Two different
And
vibes
it's just
for sure.
Yeah. Now, for whatever reason, Stick, Fortunate Youth, like those tours did really well
Mhm.
when we worked together. You know, so there's that. So like when you realize like 2 nights into a tour that it's gonna be
This
like
is not going to be. This isn't the right fit. Yeah,
It's gonna
right.
be a
And
long
it
couple
is.
weeks.
you're not as excited to go on stage. And like I know guys like Jimmy Haha from Jimmy's Chicken Shack, dude. We took them out last year, and dude, he doesn't give a fuck if there are 2 people or 1,000. Like he will, like we try to give the same show every time. I think every band should do that, you know.
Yeah.
But he's just like, dude, this is amazing. I'm having a great time. He just has a great time, you know.
Yeah.
And I've just been the type where it's like, we want to feel good about what we're doing, and I do, but you want to know that it's working and you're not wasting time. And like, I got a family at home. There's all these things that go through your head, you know.
Yeah.
So yeah, and then it's like, then you got your VIP stuff. It's like a lot of times you're like, we're so fucking tired after a couple of weeks on the road. and stuff.
Yeah.
Even being on a
Guy, it's so
bandwagon
nice
or
to
something.
meet you. Yeah. All
Yeah,
grimy and
everybody knows you
shit.
can't
Yeah.
stay on a bandwagon anyway, and like,
Yeah.
because you hit every bump. But like, you know, we'll do like a VIP, and you got to go out there and perform for people before the show. Sometimes you have one guy on VIP, and oh god, this is so funny. We were in I think it was Omaha. This one guy shows up, and he's wearing his Ballyhoo gear, and he's sitting on a stool, and we're standing around him like this close, just like singing to him. And it was just like, it's like this. Does this guy, is he enjoying this, or is this?
Yeah, right.
You know,
Making
so
the most
Getting your money's worth out of
awkward-
this,
yeah,
my guy.
the most
Yeah.
awkward
It
eye
makes me
contact.
think. Last night I had this happen to me. Last night I played at a bar in town, and it was dead. Thursday night they booked me from like 9 to midnight. It's dead, and there's like one drunk dude, singular drunk dude at like 11 o'clock at night walks in and just pulls a chair up like right in front of me, and just sits there. Like he's at a strip club, you know what I mean? And like starts tipping me based on my songs. Yeah. No, he like got up, throws like a 5 down, sits back down. You know any Willie Nelson? You know what I mean? I play Willie's song, gets up, tips me more. I'm like, this is getting uncomfortable. I feel uncomfortable now. You know what I
Said
mean?
play it again.
Yeah, it was. Yeah, I was like, didn't really know what kind of vibe or angle he was working, but I get it. You know, I guess. You know, yeah. I
Hey man,
understand.
take that money. Get
Yeah,
that.
right. I'm not trying to steal away from the conversation, but just how crazy of a gig this was. Meanwhile, while there's nobody in this bar, this crackhead comes up to the stage and starts trying to hustle me for cash to go buy crack while I'm in the middle of my set. And he's like, yo, you got $2? You got $2? You know, I need it like crack. And I'm like, bro, I'm hustling right now. And he keeps like looking at my guitar
Looking at your
case.
guitar case.
Like looking at me, looking at like, yo, back the fuck off, bro. Yeah. Fucking crazy out in the people think Naples is like all clean and perfect. Yeah, you still had to deal with crackheads from time to time. He tried to sell me a tape measure. He took a tape measure off his belt. It's like, I'll sell you this tape measure. I've been selling shit all day. I was like, I don't need your tape measure. I need you to go away.
We got like 6 tape measures over here, bro.
So, I mean, you could be playing 3-hour bar cover gigs. You know what I mean? It's like, Oh, it's funny.
There's some weird ones out there, man.
Yeah,
Can't
for
knock the
sure.
hustle.
I had a guy one time, we played some show, and it wasn't that great of a show. It was pretty lowly attended. This was like, God, 10, 12 years ago. And we were in town for the night, so we were just kind of hanging around after the show. And I was just kind of messing around my acoustic. And these people, people from the show had stuck around. It was like open late. They're sitting around. They were like, hey, play this song. Play this. Oh, cool. And we're just whatever, just having fun
Yeah,
singing.
right.
And this dude's sitting there. I don't know if he was trying to impress the chicks or something.
Yeah.
But he's like, man, you fucking suck, bro. You fucking suck, dude. Play me this. Play me this. I'll give you $100 right now. I was like, all right, throw it down. I was like, I can't remember what I played, but
Yeah.
I think I got through it a little bit, and it sounded pretty good from what I remember. And I was like, whatever, bro. Whatever. You fucking suck, bro. I'll throw another $100 down. Like,
You just take it as money.
this fucking idiot thrown $300
Yeah.
just to
Who's the loser?
call me a dumbass or whatever, and say I suck.
Yeah. You're like, great, bro. Thank
I was like,
you.
cool, man. I don't think you understand what's happening right now. Like,
Your
That's
financial
so
management
funny.
sucks.
Yeah.
yeah, you're an idiot.
Oh my God, that's so
And I took the
funny.
money, bro. It's like, fuck
Yeah,
off.
absolutely.
Yeah.
That's the payment for his bullshit comments the whole night. That's the fee exacted.
I couldn't believe it. I
for
was
putting
like,
up with his ass.
yeah, I was like, what is happening right now? This is the weirdest shit I've
That's
ever
so-
experienced. Yeah, whatever.
Oh, so
Are you guys
funny.
still experiencing weird stuff like that out on the road now? Or have you reached like a certain level where that type of weirdness has hit a ceiling?
It's probably a
Different
different
weird.
kind of weird.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think weird is ever gonna end. I think it's more about like for me, like I don't go to the crowd anymore. I don't go to the merch table anymore. I don't go out before the show like I used to. Like I used to be just around, and I think I would say a big tip, and I would tell other bands this too, like coming up, you should be around, you should be available, and be at the merch table after the show and talk people up, high five, get pictures, stuff like that.
Yeah.
Even beforehand, whatever, just kind of be a part of the scene and everything. And but these days, it actually started with the COVID stuff. We were supposed to do a couple shows right before everything got canceled, and we're like, maybe we'll just we'll do the show, we'll thank everybody for coming out, and then we'll just go backstage and that's it. Everyone leaves. And the band was like, yeah, that's probably the best thing to do, because we don't know what's happening with this. And we were notorious for always being out there and talking to the fans and being at the merch table and getting drunk with people and stuff. And then so once we got back on the road in 21, the COVID stuff's still there. We're just kind of not whatever. And then we were doing the VIP, and I was just like, you know what? I'm not going to do that anymore. I'm just not. It's not even about like, it's not about like being a rock star or anything. It's just like, I can't do that anymore. I can't. I did that for 15 years on, at that point on the road, and I just can't do it. And it's like, I feel like me personally, it's the older I get, it's harder to take care of my voice. I'm drinking way more water than I used to. I stopped drinking last year. I'm just like, I'm trying to do better. And when I go and talk to the crowd, and it's every now and then it happens, like I kind of get caught out there. I start losing my voice, and it's just like, because you're just you don't realize how loud you're talking. And then it's like, I don't want to get sick. It's really hard. It sucks being sick on the road. I want to make sure we're not canceling shows. And I tell you what, man, this is the most consistent my voice has ever been.
Yeah.
Since I stopped going to the merch table and making myself that accessible, since I stopped drinking, even better. And nowadays we do the VIP thing. And of course, if you see me somewhere, it happens all the time. If you see me somewhere, I will absolutely give you the time. I will fucking take a picture. I will fucking sign your shit.
Yeah.
You don't have to pay that $100 or whatever it is just for us to take a picture with you. It's not like that.
Yeah.
It's just like, I had to limit myself, and it's I'm healthier for it. I'm a better singer for it. I don't think people realize, like, when you go out on the road for 30 or 40 days, and just thinking about how we used to do it, being out there in the crowds and stuff, and drinking and doing all things, doing that 30, 40 nights in a row. Like, imagine, when you go out to a show and you really put it on, or you go out to the bar with your friends and you really do it up that night. The next day you feel like shit, right? You don't want to get out of bed. Like I'm doing that every single day of my life, for like 20 years. and I just got done. I was just over it. So
Yeah.
um,
No, I think it's really valid, man, and I think that, as we get older and things like that, like there's a different premium on our time and our energy, and especially when we become parents and family men, and family people, it's like, yeah, and I think the interesting thing about art and creating art and through the like filter of music is that, like, that's what you're made to do, is write these songs and create this music to bring people together, to connect people together, and like performing it live is an extension of that, is a part of that, right? But you also have to know that, like, you're you're a human that has limited resources, and if you want to continually create and be a creative being, you have to like take care of yourself and manage it accordingly. It's funny to me, it's like it seems to me, entering the reggae community or scene the past few years, there's an expectation to be there after and hang out and do all of that. But like, coming from like the folk scene, I mean, you're from the punk scene and the metal scene, like that's not really heard of. You're there to experience like the audience crowd moment, but I don't remember often like meeting a lot of those dudes, you know what I mean? Because they were spent after, you know what I mean? They were fucking toast, So I guess I never, if I did get to meet somebody, it was like a unicorn moment that I was like, oh my God. Like, I remember when I was 16 years old and I met Andy Hull from Manchester Orchestra outside of the Orpheum, the old Orpheum
Oh man.
in Ybor City here in Florida. And I was like, oh my God, it's fucking Andy Hull, just smoking a cigarette outside, all cool. He's like, what's up, bro? And it was like 16-year-old me, like, just mind was blown. But it's like, that's a special moment. I didn't have this expectation that he was going to be hanging out at the door, and he just was, And I don't know. So, bro, all day, you got to take care of yourself. You know what I mean? And yeah,
yeah,
I mean,
it's so
we're
important.
here to we're here. The main thing, like when I come to see a band live, I come to see you live. I want to hear you perform that music live. I want to experience that moment and hear that music that I've listened to in my car all day, or all year, like in my chest, and to sing that with you. And I can't expect that I'm gonna get a sliver of your energy and time after. It's cool when bands do.
Hmm.
It's
Yeah,
cool when they can program it in. I do believe if you're getting it off the ground, you gotta engage your fans 100%. But yeah, you also get to a point where you got to learn how to manage that appropriately. And I think the VIP thing is a great way to do that. It's a
yeah,
great way to do that.
yeah. I used to be really weird about the VIP thing. I thought it was kind of a gross thing. I was like, oh, that's weird. You could charge people to take a picture or whatever. But it's definitely more than that. And now there were bands doing it early on, and I didn't like it, but I started seeing fans like, hey, is there VIP? Like when they announce a tour
There's
or
that
whatever.
demand for
I'm
it. They
like,
want
oh,
that.
okay, so this is like a thing now. Like I
Yeah.
wasn't hit to that.
Mhm.
And I was like, okay, we'll try it. And people seem to love it. They seem to really enjoy the VIP thing, and we try to give the best experience. And I've always been a person that says, you got to over deliver.
Mm.
You got to make sure whatever you're doing, over deliver. And that's another reason why, I took the merch table visit out of the equation for myself, because I was like, I do a lot. I do like I'm always online. I'm always like streaming or like making a video, or like I'm on Instagram. I DM people back. I comment back on like every platform. I'll sit there and go around for like hours, just like hitting every platform that
Yeah.
Ballyhoo or myself is on, and
Yeah.
I'll just reply to people. Um, and I was like, how much more of myself do I have to give? You know, um, and as I said, I did that for so long. It was just like,
Yeah.
and it's goddamn, it's
It's a
exhausting.
lot. Well, you got supportive fans even right here in the chat. I mean, you got people saying, "Hey, definitely worth the price." That you guys price your VIP experience very fair, and that it's worth it, and that people don't mind paying. So I think what you're saying is ringing true directly here, even in our like live stream, dude. So that's awesome, man. I think you're really onto something, and it's wisdom. I think it is to be
Dude,
sustainable, to keep it going.
I think it's like the realization of like, you know, um, th- we couldn't do it with, these people. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like we couldn't do it. I'm sorry, we couldn't do it without them is what I mean. We couldn't do it without these people. And, they're the ones that are listening, and, we got people like our demographic is like, 30 and 40-year-olds. And, most of those people have kids.
We are, baby. We are. Raise the roof.
You
And
said
it's
30 and
9
40-year-olds. Yeah,
p.m.
exactly. I was like, oh wait, that's me.
Yeah, right.
I
It's
fall
us
into
now.
that.
I advocate hard for shows to start at like 6 p.m.
Yeah, matinee shows.
Be done by like 9 or
Let's
10
start it.
p.m.
Let's get a petition going here.
Yeah.
You already got a bunch of signatures happening.
It's so funny.
Dude, yeah, all our crowd wants to be home by 11, dude. It's just,
Yeah.
so, but I realize, and that's the thing, like, because I've been so accessible and I just jump into things and I jump into conversations and I'm always observing, dude, I've learned so much about our audience, man. I think that is like a huge thing. That's just like a great business thing, it's like, no matter what your business is, it's like learning your audience. And I'll literally ask people like, what do you want to wear? Like, what do you like this? Do you like this design? What kind of shirt or hoodie do you want? What songs do you want to hear in the set? Like who should we go on tour with? Like, learn about your fans, your audience. And, I feel like you can serve them better, and like one of the things I realized, I'm like, how do you know what your fans want if you don't ask them? And it's the same thing about a guitar player. It's like, how do you know what you're going to get unless you ask and you find out, So
Yeah.
I think it's just big to get to know your crowd and be in there. And I've always felt like you can just build a community from nothing. And I feel like the world is big enough and everything's so, fragmented.
Terrible break back there. Oh my God. Sorry, Howie. I know you're deep in it, but just reporting live from the pool stream. Holy shit.
We're just gonna end this now.
We doing this again?
It got weird quick.
I see we're doing it again.
Yeah.
I gotta say the butt cam is great.
Yeah,
too.
the butt cam's really working nicely too.
Nice yams, bro.
The yam cam, dude.
The
Yam
cam. That's so great. Sorry to interrupt, but we just had to make sure we razzed him at least once on the stream.
No, you got to. You got to.
Absolutely. No, man, it's so true. You got to know your fans. You got to know. Yeah, I mean, that it's a joint relationship, you know what I mean? You got to be able to set boundaries, take care of yourself, and you also got to know your fan base. I think you guys do that so well. And I think that's why your consistency, why you're seeing that uptake. You got such a loyal fan base, man. It's so encouraging to see, and you're seeing the fruit of that through like all the bullshit that you've been through. And really cool, Howie, man. Fuck yeah. Dude.
I got a question for
just
you.
about to chime in on that for sure.
Yeah.
I got a question for you.
Yes,
What?
sir.
What do you think? Why do you think Sugarshack is bigger than it's ever been? Why do you think that so many people tune in every time you guys drop? And why do people buy tickets to come to your place under the nice new pergola in their silent disco headphones? Why do you think that you guys are still around doing your thing?
Damn, that's such a great question.
I mean, I was just gonna say along the same lines of everything that you just mentioned, learn and listen. It's
Yeah.
like the things that you've implemented, getting to know your fans, getting to know your community,
Mm-hmm.
not only getting to know them, but curating it.
Yeah.
And that's, I feel like, something that we've been doing for over a decade
Yeah.
now.
Consistency too. I
Mhm.
think there's something really to be said about consistency, and that's something that like we share that spirit with you guys, and it's like Eddie's just always modeled that from the top down, like year over year doing the same thing. It's so hard to be consistent in like the modern age, and how many people do we have around us that like are like those people that pick up a hobby and then like 3 weeks later you're like, what was that? You just dropped like $5,000 and you did all of that, and now like it's like no, out of sight out of mind or whatever. It's like I think just there's something to be said about just consistently built like moving forward, and then it starts to generate a momentum that even if you have a difficult season, like the company's been through dark patches, really dark patches, like the guys would tell you, but they were able to ride it out because there was some momentum that they year over year had put in, and I think that there's some similarity for you guys in that. It's like you were able to ride some storms because of all of the years of investing into a fan base. I think consistency and like authenticity too, right? Like you're authentically you, I think we're authentically us, and when people see that, they really connect with it. more than just, oh, we find great music at Sugarshack. You go find great music on a Spotify playlist. I think there's something about the authenticity behind how much we care about what we're doing. You know, I think that's a big part of it.
I mean, in the consistency, you kind of learn to what to strip away
Yeah.
and what to really focus
Yeah.
on and hone in on.
Right.
And,
Like how to keep writing better songs year over year, if you will, you know? Yeah.
So
Yeah, I think you nailed that. You know, it's like just thinking about like our first time with the Shack, you know, in what, like 2013 or something like that.
Yeah.
You know, it looked great, you know, but the way you guys have developed the whole thing, the whole aesthetic, you know, over the years, and just triple down on everything that's working, and and you're all good dudes and all good people there, and obviously, and you're obviously good at just what you do, and to begin with, like the videos, you know, the videos look and sound great. And I remember when you guys first started like getting involved with like Reggae Rise Up and those sort of things, and I was like, man, this is cool. This is like really like popping off. And it's like now you guys got your own damn stage at this fest now. you
Year
know?
over year, I know, dude. Yeah.
And I'm sure you
it's been
got people like banging down the door just trying to get in there and get on the show, you know?
Yeah. Yeah, it is. It is, man. But now it's also grown to a point where, you know, not just anybody can just come on and do it, you know? There's really got to be some criteria met there now. So it's cool. We're like maybe we're chasing some big artists that we would love to have on the deck, you know, and then we're also like having to filter through people that were like, hey, like, you know, keep hustling, keep working. This is a goal to kind of obtain and get to, you know, in your music development and journey. So
having that process, you know, that those requirements and such is what is going to help you land those bigger artists, because you're only showing the best,
right,
you know.
Yeah.
And like, so it's going to show in the videos, you know, and somebody's going to, oh, that looks really awesome, that sounds, I actually would love to be a part of that, you know.
Yeah.
You guys are gonna get there, man. It's like you guys are on such a great path.
Well, we can't wait. I mean, one of the things that we're working on right now is a music venue, a live restaurant music venue here in downtown Bonita Springs. And, dude, we can't wait for Ballyhoo to be here rocking, man. It's going to be fucking crazy, dude. Imagine the people that would be like, I have to see Ballyhoo at the Sugarshack venue. Like, it has to happen.
I'm one of them.
Yeah, me too.
Right.
Yeah.
I absolutely can't wait till that happens, man. That's so cool. You guys are doing that.
Yeah.
It's just like you guys. That's another thing. Is like you found multiple ways to like to monetize this passion. You know, to figure out like, you know, well, all right, we're just, you know, making these little videos or these little acoustic videos on the back porch there, and you guys figured out over time how to monetize and like and make it and brand it up, and like it's all good things, man. It's all the key points of like successful, you know.
Totally. Shout out to Alex. He's running the table, and he's also one of our best business masterminds. There's the guy. Yeah, Aldo's like, give me some credit, man. Sorry, bro. Sorry. I actually don't know who's winning right now. Well, dude, Howie, thank you so much, man. Is there anything else that you wanted to share? I know you've been on with us for a while, man, so we don't want to keep you too long. But is there anything else you wanted to share to the fans or Sugarshack or anything like that? We love you, bro.
What's next for Ballyhoo?
Yeah, what's next? What do you guys got down the pipeline?
Yeah, okay. First off, man, thanks to you guys for having me, and once again, you guys are killing it, and I just can't wait to see you know where it goes from here. It's very fun to watch. And thanks to all the fans. Thanks everybody that tuned in for this. I know I see a lot of like Bally hooligans in here too.
Yeah, definitely.
Crew in
Brought
here,
the
bro.
crew for sure.
Yeah, a lot of ride or dies, man. It's great. But thanks to everybody out there that's listening and coming to the shows and buying a T-shirt and telling your friends. I think you don't understand the power that you have as a fan of a band. You guys can really help the band grow. And, you know, people ask me all the time, like, what can I do to like help you guys, you know? And, you know, should I listen on Spotify? Should I listen on Apple? Which one pays you more? Like, we get questions like that all the time. Honestly, man, it's listen wherever you want to listen. the algorithm, we're in an algorithm world. Every time you listen, it's going to go to somebody else, and that'll pick up, and then sending links to your friends. I used to send CDs to people, and it would take a week to get there, and they might not even open it for a month. You know what I mean? So like we're in an instantaneous time where you can just like send a link to somebody, and they can listen right then and there, or watch a video right then and there. Spread the word. Just bring one new friend every time you come to a show. Bring one new friend. Have them bring one
Yeah,
new. It's
that's
just
right.
like
Just bring
it's
one
just,
person
that's
with
how
you.
it builds, and just like I don't know, just be stoked about your favorite bands, man, and just live music is where it's at, and I don't know. I'm really happy, and like I'm fucking grateful and lucky to be able to still do this, and with a family and a mortgage, and after all this shit
Yeah,
we've gone,
for sure.
I'm just very thankful. So,
Yeah.
but catch us on the road with Mad Caddies next month, and then keep flying in November, and then we're working on a new record, and we're
So
more
awesome.
tour days to come, and I got a podcast, and I make videos on YouTube, and I stream. I do all kinds of shit. So
Awesome, dude. Well, that sounds great, man. Thank you so much, Howie, again for joining us today, dude. And make sure you're following Ballyhoo Rocks on Instagram. Find Howie on Instagram. Make sure that you're sending them love. Man, it's a social media world we live in, so any engagement, interaction is always super helpful. So make sure you're liking, reposting, commenting on stuff, Sugarshack related, Ballyhoo related. And man, Howie, thanks so much, dude. We'll
This
talk
was
again
awesome, man.
soon, bro. This was such a
Dude.
great time, man.
thank you guys for having me. I'm gonna take you out with a light show. This is part of the Ballyhoo.
Let's
light
do
show.
it. Like, yeah, let's see it. Oh,
Look at this.
Let's go.
dude.
Look at me.
Oh my
Look at
gosh.
this. I did this.
You did
Yes,
this.
Howie.
Brick
Yes.
by
Sick.
brick.
Yeah.
Let's go.
I wish you had
Gotta
that
get
going
back
the
to
whole
work.
time.
I've done like 4 songs out of like 25. I got to get back to work. On it.
That's awesome, man. Get to programming, right? Lighting programming, baby. All right, thanks, Howie, dude.
Thanks,
Later,
man.
guys.
Later, man. Have a great one.
All right, peace.
Peace.
We're gonna stick around and
Yeah, we'll
Play a
keep
little pool.
things rolling. Yeah, absolutely. But I might tap somebody in. We should get
Yeah,
some
same.
refresh some hosts. Maybe we can see who's out there. Dude, there's a comment I wanted to see if you could screenshot too, Spence. Scroll really quick. Stand
Yep,
by,
yeah.
everybody. Maybe you can.
Yeah, which one was it? This one? Charlie?
Scroll. It was the one about Oh. All right, man, that was great.
That was
That was
awesome.
awesome having Howie in.
Yeah, Howie's
that
the
was
man.
awesome. Yeah, absolutely. You wanna tap in for a little bit? Yeah, I think so. We can still got people hanging out. We still got a strong crew.
Another hour or so.
We haven't been able. It's been so awesome talking to Howie. We haven't even hardly fielded anything. So
Oh wow.
you got lots of content to work through.
Okay.
I mean, a lot of it too is about relevant to our conversations
Yeah, I
and
mean,
stuff.
if I
You
can
know what I
stop
mean?
on with you for a
Yeah,
second, I wanted to ask
absolutely.
you about
Smooth. Yeah, come on in.
so.
Come on in, and then we'll.
Yeah, I got a question for you. How many pull-ups? How many pull-ups do you do today?
Ooh,
I can do 100, no problem.
100 pull-ups, no problem.
20 minutes, no problem.
Is that just because you're wearing a cutoff shirt today,
No, I
or is
can
that
really
like
do
normal
that.
numbers?
Nah, I listen to check. I listen to David Goggins, and I could do 100 pull-ups in 20 minutes. You gotta stay hard. Gotta stay hard. Nice.
That's
So how was the combo? I kind of missed some of it because I was pooping.
Oh,
We got the
okay,
water
a little
back on.
TMI there.
That's all right. Oh,
It was
nothing
really great, man. Yeah, Howie's the fucking man.
I
dude.
tried staying tuned in. The Bluetooth.
Yeah, we
was kinda
talked
through the
about a
walls.
lot about just like touring and new seasons of life, and just how to manage your energy well when you're still touring and you got a family and all of that. It
Yeah.
was insightful for me because it's like we're similar in age, and I want to start doing more of that. So
Mhm. Yeah, man.
So it was cool, man. It was really insightful. I think a lot of the fans got a lot out of it. He talked a lot about the new record and how he put that together,
Sick.
and
All the features.
Yeah, it was
Yeah, I caught that.
great,
Yeah,
great
awesome.
conversation. Yeah. Yeah,
So,
absolutely.
what else we got planned today? Just playing some pool, hanging out
Playing
with
some
these people?
pool, yeah. Blind Neil's, Addison's in the house. We got, we
Addison.
got a bunch of regulars that are hanging out. Dominic's been lighting it up in the
Oh,
chat.
Gino,
yeah.
nice. Yeah, Addison, we've been wearing the shirts for Howie. Exactly.
Yeah.
We don't
today
do this
was
every day, trust
today
me.
was cut off T-shirt Friday for
we have
Howie.
a
in
we have
honor
a
of-
rule in the office. No guns allowed.
Look
Yeah,
how
Bryce,
tiny
you
my
can't-
arm is compared to yours.
That's some pull-ups, dude. I'm telling
That's
you.
all right. My tattoo makes it look cooler.
How's the pool going? You didn't get a game in yet, huh?
No, I know. I'm ready to play a game, man.
We can tap someone else in.
Yeah, I'm
if-
ready to
if
get a
Al-
game going here.
Yo, Al, you want to hop on here? You gotta head out. All right. Well.
All right.
All right.
He just wanted to kick some ass in pool and then.
I mean, I can hold it down if you want to play.
No, yeah, we'll feel it out. Or Spence too. You want to come tag in? I guess you're producing.
Sleeveless Friday.
I
That's a good name.
I could get in here with you guys. I just got to use another camera.
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
Right. That would be cool. Get a production side of things.
Sure, let's do
Yeah.
it.
Awesome.
I mean, it's been a good week here at Sugarshack. We had a Fortunate Youth pop-up go up, and it's been on fire.
Yeah.
If you guys haven't catch that
Fire.
yet, the pop-up set from Reggae Rise Up,
Yeah.
and it's 40 minutes of just Fortunate Youth.
Addison's talking some shit. He said 100 pull-ups, more like 100 camera lifts.
Yeah,
That's like dumbbells.
my warm-up,
Those are like
Addison.
dumbbells.
that's the warm-up, and then you do the pull-ups. Yeah, I hop on that dolly ground. I start doing the pull-ups. Key West, we got some sessions coming up, so we got to prepare for all that.
What's happening in Key West?
Stick Figure, Soja, and Little Stranger.
Nice.
Yep.
Key West is so sick. I like.
I think they're there just in time too, because we got another tropical storm coming up. So
Oh, we got some shade. Can we do better than Nathan and Howie? Who we talking to next week? I think it's a good lineup next week. Who did he book for next week? He told us, right?
I don't know. Did he? Did he say
We've
for
got
sure?
some good. We've got some really cool people coming down the pipeline. I know that.
Yeah, it's a fun
I
little
think we're
concept.
gonna have to keep it a surprise for you. You're gonna have to come back next
It's
week,
always
but
a
it's
surprise,
definitely gonna be
yeah.
great. Yeah.
We'll have to confirm that, and then we'll give you all a heads up. But yeah, it's been fun being able to bring people in on these, and it just changes up the vibe a little bit. Normally, you guys are hopping in here, you're like, who are these guys?
Yeah.
We came here for music, and they're
Yeah.
just fucking playing in Hawaiian shirts, and they're playing pool.
I just got a little update. We got
know.
articles set for next week.
Oh, that's right.
Oh,
Article Sound
confirmed?
Systems confirmed.
is it,
Joining us for
the whole band?
It's Logan and the boys.
Logan and the boys.
Popping
All
in
right,
the live
so there
stream
you
next
heard it here
week.
first.
There you go.
Article Sound System. We're gonna have ass in the house. Lots of ass.
Could it get better? It just did.
So next week we're gonna go assless chaps.
Sure. I mean,
All right.
Yeah, right. On the pool live stream, I don't know about that, bro.
Especially for that camera over there where it's like the butt cam.
That's
funny.
That's so funny, man. Yep, I was gonna guess Logan. Yep,
Yep.
she's awesome. She's always down to hang with us. Yep. Nice.
Yeah.
Alex Lawfer also in the house.
Alex,
Awesome.
my boy.
Yo,
Alex,
yo,
my boy.
yo.
What? Nobody playing pool anymore?
Well, I'm trying to.
Well, yeah, we gotta. We're low staff today. It's Friday,
Yeah.
so
Dave's saving a bunny.
yeah, he's saving a bunny this time. Last time it was a raccoon.
Dave always finds.
Dave
a
always finds it.
injured animal. out
Injured
there.
animal. Yeah, it's
Yeah.
true.
So Dave's spending his Friday rescuing a bunny.
He's a good
Alright.
guy though. He's got a big heart.
Big
Yeah.
heart, big heart, and big ass legs.
He is a tall. He is a tall man. He's a tall guy. Yeah.
He's got them gangly ass legs.
Yeah, I know. Yeah.
I thought we were gonna get some cookies up in here. Where are them cookies at? Ooh,
Yeah, we're
Addison,
supposed to have-
Dave and
Addison,
Amanda.
you're down in the Keys, huh? Spending your weekend
This
down
looks
there.
good.
Going to a show down in the Keys.
Yeah, the
Yeah,
setup
Spence,
looks good,
Stick Soja, and Stranger. I know. What a great lineup that is.
right? I love Spence's shot. It's great. I think it's great. It's like the perfect producer.
We're all
There it goes.
nice. What do you got planned for this weekend, Bryce? Personally, after tomorrow,
Let's see. Tomorrow, session day tomorrow.
that's a whole day.
Yeah, that's a whole day. Session day tomorrow. We're very excited. We're back at it. Sold the fuck out. So it's a big packed night, and it's gonna be awesome. It's gonna be hot. It's gonna be very hot, but
We'll have
we're
to dodge some rain,
we're
hopefully, but
we're definitely veterans in the weather. And then Sunday, the band is in studio all day long.
oh, your
Sun State
band.
Blues is
Sick.
in studio. We're gonna start. We're doing some pre-production and kind of discovery for working on our new album.
Oh, sick.
So I got about 13 to 14 fresh new songs that we're ready to start cutting and working on.
Badass, dude. How many did you say?
13 to 14.
What? Oh
cool.
my god.
I mean, it'll probably, scale down and
Any of them I've
be
heard
like the
here where you're
perfect-
just kind of
yeah, some of that includes
okay.
like we just dropped Ohana,
Yep.
Come On Over,
Right.
Starting to Grow. Those 3 would be
Those are
included
newer
in
ones,
that,
right.
but there's probably like 7 to
I hear you kind of
9,
playing
10,
some,
yeah,
some
just
random ones. Something
raw.
here.
They're still raw. They're not fully fleshed out yet, so I'm gonna
Badass.
start some of that. Yeah,
Cool.
very excited.
That's
Yeah.
awesome. I know it's always weird having sessions on the weekends. Like,
Yeah, it's like
I'd
a
rather have it
full
on a
work
weekday.
day for us, anyways. We
because you do
lose
5
the
days,
weekend.
Yeah, you lose your weekend
yeah.
then.
But it's kind of like a party, and we all get
Yeah.
together and decompress.
And then the day
there's a lot
after is
of-
recovery. It's just like you sleep
It's
in.
so true. I won't be able to. I'll have to get up the day after and hit
Yeah.
the studio, but
You get
I'll
no
have all
rest.
that energy. I'll have all that good energy. Good vibes.
That's good, man. That you can
Good
still do that.
vibes. Good vibes
Yeah,
is
how'd
all
you-
we need.
So 13 songs. How do you put those together all at once, or you just over time? What's your oldest?
Well, you
I
guys
don't
are
know.
just writing,
I've
right?
been trying to figure it out because I'm kind of new at it all. You know what I mean? But
There's no real
I
book.
think I think so. Here's what happened is I started just writing some stuff randomly, new tunes randomly, right? And then I wanted to like start basically. I decided to make it a concept album, more or less.
Oh, okay.
Where I'm like, okay, well, I want to start trying to write for this theme or a kind of idea, So,
Gotcha.
and then it's interesting. Then things kind of started flowing.
Yeah.
Different ideas that kind of like fit into that concept or theme,
Mhm.
Cool.
started to flow. And it's interesting. I was like writing all of these different styles of songs, and Claudia would hear them, in the office, and she's always very supportive. But she was like, I think that like you just need to stick to this sound or style, because sometimes I'm like Americana, country,
Yep.
funk. It's like too different. And she was like, I think you should like pull
Find your
things
thing.
together, find a genre
Oh.
to kind of like streamline.
Is that me?
No, I think that was.
So
cool, man.
My
So
bad,
yeah, I'm going
everybody.
for like an alt country,
Nice.
alternative country album.
What's your whole like, just out of curiosity, process? I know different people they start with lyrics, or they start the instrumentals, or they start humming things. Like, what's your choice?
I don't know yet. It's weird. Like sometimes it's just a feeling, and so normally I'll already be playing my guitar or singing a song, and then an idea. Like a lot of times it'll be like a melody.
Okay.
And then I kind of start figuring out, okay, like what chords does that
Gotcha.
melody fit with?
So you hum
know?
something around your
Yeah,
brain. and
normally it'll be like a melody.
play it out.
Maybe it's like like half of a chorus.
I hear that a lot. I feel like
And it's
that's
just a little
a very
nugget that I
common-
kind of have to like then nurture and like flesh out
Yeah.
into a bigger idea.
I feel like it's a very common like way of writing. It's starting off with like the melody first, finding like
Yeah.
something that's catchy.
It's
and then
gonna
you
just be
write
something
it.
that in my head, like I sing it, and I'm like, oh, I think
Yeah.
that's that's a something there. Sometimes I'm just out and about, and it drops in, and I kind of have to try to bottle it up.
Yeah, and then when it comes to like wrapping it all up, like how do you know you're at a good spot to like call it done? The song's done. The lyrics are there. You got the instrumentals.
Even through all of the recording,
even if
and
you
the-
record it, you release the album, you're like, man, I wish I would have done
That's
this
like
one thing.
that's like such a loaded. What do you call that? Right? Like when is the song done?
Yeah, oh
you
yeah.
know, and making sure to not overcook it. I don't know. I've only done one project, and to be honest, I think I did that on the first project. I think
Yeah.
I overcooked some things and overthought some things, and
Yeah.
so this time around, I'm just trying to like be really open-minded, not going with a ton of expectations. Like Sunday, we're recording live. We're not like going track by track. We're just trying to hear like what it sounds. What do we
like.
just sound like through this equipment?
That's
and
cool.
like, and then go from
Get
there and
scratch
figure out
tracks
how to
kinda,
like.
yeah.
Okay, well that's too much.
Yep.
So let's start building some stuff. But I think I really want to go simple, dude.
Cool.
Some of the stuff we hear that we love, dude, we're listening to. It's so fucking simple, dude. We were listening to that new Sturgill album.
I was gonna say.
Guitar plugged into an amp in a room. Simple.
Simple.
Like one guitar track over an acoustic track.
I feel like that's like our this time of like music being recorded. People went through that whole like let's just make it crazy and weird and dub it out or this and
Yeah.
that. And now it's getting to a point where everyone's like, what's it like stripped back? It's kind of like the sessions. Like everything is recorded with all these different layers, and then Sugarshack is like, fuck all that. Let's go back in time.
Yeah.
And do it old.
You think about a band in the 70s, if you went into the studio, like every bit of that time was precious. I mean, you're having to record to tape. The resources were so precious. It's
Yeah.
not. So it's like is it necessary?
You better be rehearsed too.
Very well
Yeah.
rehearsed, you know, and now it's kind of like, because we have that, like, you know, you can set up infinite amount of tracks. It's
I don't
like we have
the
a
way
tendency
I said
to
that one letter. Let's change
yeah,
that one
put
letter.
stuff
Yeah.
more shit into the song when it's like, well, it probably just doesn't need it,
Yeah.
you know.
That's
yeah.
interesting. Yeah.
I've heard of entire, like, they were talking about, like, Easy E back in the day. How
Yeah.
They had to, like, they couldn't get him, he couldn't sing, like, a full sentence, so they had to go back and they literally, like, pieced together some of his words.
Wow.
Whoa.
Because it was, like, it was hard for him to sing it all, you know, like, some people just aren't performers, you know,
Right.
like that.
Yeah.
It's
Right.
more that it's in their head and how do they get it out. You know?
Yeah.
Yeah, I know what you're saying.
Yeah.
But that's a whole
Interesting.
other thing that I just, yeah, I couldn't imagine, you know, firstly, you know, having the music out there and then all the different versions of it that then get produced from what you thought was perfect, right? So
Totally.
It's like, it's all in somebody, the ear of the beholder, right? Like,
Oh yeah.
Word. Well, fellas, I got a shit ton of stuff to do before session.
Yeah, I feel you on that.
Yeah.
So I might have to bow out of the live stream.
It's okay. Let's we got.
Let it roll.
Yeah, let's just watch some
Somebody
pool.
tap in.
So Bryce,
Pool.
you go ahead and get out. I'll just hold it down and
Thanks, guys.
answer
You
some
and
questions if
Spence
you guys
got it.
got them. And
Much love, everybody,
yeah.
in this live stream. Thanks so much for just being so engaged and hanging out with us. It was a really great time with Howie, and we love you guys so much. We couldn't do it without you. Thanks for hanging out, playing some pool here with us, and talking, listening to us ramble. And we'll be back next Friday with
Yeah.
Article Sound System.
That's
It's gonna be
right.
awesome. So
You.
stay tuned for that. All right, y'all. Talk soon.
See you, Brad.
Turning it over to
Bye, Bryce.
Justin and Spencer.
It's the Randy Show.
Let's do this. Let's just put this little question and answer up there. if you
So
guys
for
got
all
it.
you out there who don't know what Randy is, that is my Florida man name. We here at Sugarshack have Florida man name, which is a second name to our first name. So my first name is Justin, but Florida man is Randy.
Mhm.
And I can go around and introduce everyone. We got actually Aldo. Is yours Algo? Did we decide that? Which is dumb, I know.
I thought you said it was
Arnie. Okay, so Aldo's is Arnie.
Mhm. Yep.
Yeah. Anyways, that's a fun little thing we do.
Scooter.
What did we give Howie? We didn't officially
well,
give him.
I was typing in Howie's name and it gave me it, like auto
Hotwire.
corrected to it. Hotwire.
That's perfect.
Yeah, I feel like he said he was going to pick up his car too, so I feel
We
like
call him
he's
Hot
just-
Rod.
Yeah, but Howie.
Rod hot. Then we're saying
Hotwire.
hot. Yeah.
It's literally in there. It thought I was,
Howie
it thought I was
Hotwire.
typing that.
We gotta let him know next time we see him that he's got an official Florida man name. Waiting for him.
What's yours, Al?
Big Al.
That's right. Al is the only one that
He got to keep his original name.
he's such a Florida man.
We just put big in front of it. I wanted to call him, was it Tex or Buck or something like that? But I got voted out on that. That's your Texas name. It ain't never gonna stick. All right. So let's watch some pool here, Spence. Let's give me the overhead
Yeah,
camera.
let's get this.
Let's do some
dialed in.
narration on this game. We got Alex versus Aldo. Currently, it looks like whoever stripes is in the lead. I'm going to go with, is it? Yeah, Alex. Let's say Alex is pretty good. This is Alex's table that he grew up with, so he knows how to play it. He knows every inch of it, and he's proven that true right now.
Had the worst game of his career today.
Alex lines up for the 14. Oh, you got another ball over there. Didn't see that one. Alex lines up for the 11 ball. Easy shot. Pretty textbook. Okay.
Nice.
Ooh, can you cut this in to the side pocket? I wonder. Well, now I see the overhead. I see you ain't got a side pocket shot. He's going to bounce it off and probably go for that corner pocket over there, which I think is a mistake. Oh,
Do we have any pool sharks in
Oh.
this chat still? I know but in the early
Damn.
days we were literally
Shocked.
we had like probably 30% pool players up in here because they would just see the thumbnails and be like, what is going on?
yeah, right.
We're up there next to Efren Rain's replays and stuff. And
Yeah. That guy's incredible. I love watching him play.
does Nomia have a Florida name? I don't know, Jonathan.
We never gave Nomi
It'd
a
be
Florida
for
name.
Justin to
We call him
Demon.
Crack.
cracked. Cracky. you call him that.
Snap, crackle, pop.
Yeah, I don't know. Nomio. It wouldn't be thought of off the top of the head, but we'll have to pitch that one to the group.
I'm going to think about that.
Yeah.
It's a good one. It's a great question. What an insightful question that was.
Yeah, Jonathan, he's gonna be coming to a session here soon. Crack.
I think it's Crack. He's got some cracks on him. Or we can call him Cracks with an S, because Crack is like Ugh.
Yeah, it is.
Ooh.
Alex.
Come on, Alex. That's textbook, buddy.
Gotta learn these.
Side pockets are
camera
hard. I
switches.
mean, that's to me one of the more challenging shots is those really angular side pocket shots. Nope, that was textbook, Alex. We all talked about it already.
It's already been said. Can't take it back.
Spence, could you get me a yellow pop ice pop?
I'm not gonna. So we can get some ASMR up in these microphones of you slurping.
I'll
on
back
ice
it up
pop?
a bit. I'm gonna do less talking. We'll just kind of watch the gameplay.
Yeah.
We got about another 30 minutes of the stream, guys, so I gotta fill it up with something. You give me a guitar, I could play like 3 chords for 30 minutes. Did you cut it? You gotta get the scissors. Oh, I already had a blue one today. I'll go with the white one, I guess. So I've become a Sam's Club member, and I love that place. I hate to admit it. I know it's Babylon and all that, but they got these ice pops. They're authentic Italian ice pops, but they come in the. If you remember, as a kid, there was like little vertical juice. What do you call ice pop? I guess. And you freeze them. You know, they're like kind of liquid, and you freeze them. They got these Italian ice ones, and they are just. They're delicious. Here we go.
Yeah.
These little guys right here, they're just phenomenal. I mean, I hate to admit it, but
Babylon. Babylon ice pop.
they're so good. Especially on a hot floor today. A little bit of sugar, corn syrup or whatever's in there, and it's cold.
Jesse.
It's good for your heart.
Jesse would love to see a Josh Heinrich set.
Yeah, we would love to see him too.
There was talks a while back.
Is he still touring? I haven't seen Heinrichs in a long time. But yeah, we almost had him about 8 years ago. He was in the area and last minute just wasn't able to make it. Oh,
Josh, you're right. These are
you lost Aldo. Otter Pop.
These are
These are
Weilers.
Weiler's Italian Ice, and they're
Authentic.
fantastic. It's like the consistency of them is like, I don't know. It's because it's Italian ice, I guess. It's got like a different,
Like ice.
yeah. But you know, the ice pops are just like
Shaved. Yeah.
they're like more like hard and like, you know, ice cubey. These are
Yeah,
more
this
like
falls into pieces.
these are more like the kind of ice you get that's like shaved ice.
I
Exactly.
think it's more flavor, less ice.
Probably the chemicals.
Yep. Okay. What's it looking like out there? Oh, Alex.
Alex, you running the table?
This is a winner.
Let's get a Scooter. Get up on it, man.
We'll get up there.
Let's just do some good old pool. Oh, Alex is out, so I guess I'll play. I mean,
Got all 3 angles there.
I'm gonna dip out and play some pool. But if you guys put some questions in there, I'll answer them here in a little bit. Alex, you want to rack that up for us? I'll take a massage too.
What's nice is this thing also acts as like a side cam.
All right. Well, I hope y'all enjoy a little bit of pool here. Next, I don't know. What do you think, Spence? You think this ass whooping's gonna go by pretty quick? 2.5 minutes?
No. Yeah, I think we can give him a good shot. Al, you play? Or are you just racking? Oh, what a guy. Nice feller. That's a nice camera angle we got there.
These are so good.
This is actually, for anyone who's seeing this for the first time, this table was gifted to us by Alex's family after surviving a
Hurricane Ian.
good flooding. Got a good washing
Yeah.
before it came to us. And then we repurposed it by getting a new top put on it. And I mean, you would never even know. This thing looks like
Good as new, just like Nomeo.
I mean, yeah, from the legs down, it's looking peakish, but that top layer, that's all that matters.
What do you call that on metal when it gets kind of red and green?
Patina?
It's got a good patina.
Yeah.
All right, Alex, have a good night. Yo, y'all see we're releasing.
Jesse, get yourself an ice pop.
Michael Franti sessions for the next like 12 Fridays. So I'm just kidding, not 12, but I think we did 8 songs with him, 8 or 9.
Do I need to lag?
Yeah, we'll lag.
Little top station. This is where we need a lot.
No, we need what Blind Neil has set up. It literally announces everybody what they're saying in his ear, like a text to talk, text to speech.
Wow.
That's what we need. We need his setup.
Oh, right now, so like while they're chatting, we hear it.
Yeah, you hear it
that's
come
cool.
through. I mean, I don't know how he does that. Like that'd be, my brain would be on fire.
Ready? Real hard. I'm going for the bounce back. Hey, really soft this, and that got me. Oh no.
Oh my gosh.
Ah.
I got you. I got you. Think so?
Yeah, definitely, dude. Look at how close I am. Alright.
I definitely do.
Yeah. Solid.
Solid?
Yeah. Uno solid.
Spencer makes a solid in the pocket on the break. Nice.
But it's still open. Aldo, you got anything going on the printer?
What?
Got anything going on the printer? Sweet.
Scratch, Spence.
Get my printer cam going.
Oh, you're printing cam with it?
Printer cam.
We're printing, what's his name from Nightmare Before Christmas?
Hey, Barrett. What's up, man? What's the headphones for?
We're doing a live stream. Want to say hey to people?
Where's your shirt?
Supposed to cut off the sleeves. Barrett just got here. Say what's up, Barrett.
Hey, people.
Whoa, not so loud, buddy. Golly.
Hey,
Your voice is way too distinct for that.
sorry.
Just talk normal.
I was talking normal.
Barrett's first
I
time.
got a loud mouth.
This is A2 right here. He is one of our audio engineers. This is Barrett Zablo. Have a seat if you want. Talk to the people.
I got to load gear up.
Oh, you're loading gear up right
Yeah,
now
I
for
got to
tomorrow?
load up gear. Yeah.
Oh, for practice?
Yeah, they got a little rehearsal going on.
Nice.
Who's the band? You'll never know.
Until tomorrow, then you'll know. Okay. Well, I'd help you out, but I'm clearly busy. You ready? All right, we're going to show you guys. We're doing some 3D printing right now in the back. So right now we're just kind of. What's his name from the. Anyways, we're just printing some stuff.
Isn't
I
his
don't
name
know.
Otto or something?
Zero.
Zero.
Zero from Nightmare Before Christmas. We are printing one for fun. Just because. Your shot, Spence. You got the drum set, too?
I don't think I'm gonna take the whole kit, but I do need to take at least
What's up, Bear?
Rose, brother.
I heard your voice. I was like, what?
I made it solid in, but scratch, so it's still open. Still open. You can move it.
Where is everyone?
I don't know. Alex just left.
Yeah, it was a lot.
Yeah, it was. Bryce and Nick were here.
Winding down?
Oh, we're just letting people watch us play pool.
Yeah, we still got some. Luke's hopping in. Luke just hopped in.
Still open.
Luke's saying, "Cool wife beater, J Dog."
Wow. It's a cutoff.
It's not. Yeah, you're right. It's a cutoff. I was gonna say the same thing. We're like,
Spence, did you make it?
I didn't.
I got shit for you. I got drum mics. I got.
Oh, I'm gonna say we go for stripes. That's it. Fuck it. I'll do stripes. Drumsticks?
No acoustics here though.
Oh no.
I'm just playing like shit today. Literally yesterday or 2 days ago, I ran the table 10-0. I don't usually brag, but that was pretty impressive. No one could take down the Randall.
so it's still open.
But today, it's just shitty.
Still open.
It's still open. There are 2 solids in.
Oh my god, dude, that's so bad. I hate it, I hate it, I hate it. I don't like it, I don't like it. I hate it, I hate it, I hate it. And it looks so good though, from above and below. Oh, nice.
Oh, jeez.
Justin sinks himself a striper.
2 stripes.
2 stripers.
I ain't got shit here, though. This sucks.
Look at this big old chat we got here. 3D printers are slow. I mean, I don't know. This one's moving pretty quick.
Yeah, I think it's a 7-hour print job. And that's fast.
Mm-hmm.
So you can imagine when we print a 24-inch gnome, how long that takes. I think they're like 20 hours, honestly.
We air conditioning Bonita Springs?
Dude, I'm trying to get shit in and out.
This is some BBTS.
Our retention. We still got 18 people chilling with us today. Thanks for hanging out, guys. Thanks.
Oh yeah, we got the gold value on there. That's new.
Well, yeah, but I mean,
Not hot, but
not new, but Justin's going to. Looks like he's aiming for the. Going for the far left pocket. Close. Oh.
That was a good attempt.
boy, get your beatboxing the whole time. Got in my head, literally.
You see that comment, Spence? Carrie Suto saying she might be blocked or something? I don't know what that means.
Yeah, I don't know. It's odd that I cannot comment on your cell phone. I'm seeing a cell phone.
Oh, maybe.
These are like the live streams you tune into on YouTube now. They're just literally like.
Watch the comment, Spence.
Remember those 4 guys you found? Remember that thing Dave pulled up with those 4 dudes sitting in the pond that were just live streaming and staring at it? Did you see that?
No. Oh my god. I sent you one where they're like doing a sand trap and they had like little trucks. And they
No, that one was cool. That was real cool. But Dave
That's pretty
we found this Twitch thing on TV, on the computer. It was on TikTok. There's these 4 dudes sitting in a mud water, like watery mud, and they just react whenever somebody like put a hat on them. It was crazy. And everybody in the comments was like, "What are we watching?" Amanda sent it to Dave, I guess. Wow, it was crazy. It was the craziest thing I've ever seen online, and everybody seemed to think the same.
Spence lines up for the combo. Oh no, you got it through. Thought you were doing a combo. Come back. I like the color on this section. It's nice.
Oh, dude.
Spun all the way.
People loving this room. How's his Facebook looking?
I can see the full the 3D thing. Fuck.
Yeah, everything.
You up, Scooty? I'm sorry.
Yeah, you're solids. No, I'm. Yeah, I'm stripes. Sorry, a lot of games.
7 down the line.
7 down the line.
Nope. What?
Yeah, put that right left English on that.
I did. I didn't want to put too much.
Yeah, that's our buddy with. Yeah, apparently. I gotta get used to working with this.
That's different. That's a different animal. Okay, dokie. Yeah.
Dum dum dum.
There you go, buddy. I set you up.
Jesse's liking the country music. Or Carrie, sorry.
Oh, nice.
Call it country, bud.
Well, I just lost. Spence goes for the 8 ball on the side pocket and game. Want to go again?
Yes.
All right, one more game.
I mean, honestly, we got the 17 people in there that are just loving watching pool, I guess.
We got all these cameras set up. I mean, it looks fucking legit. And we got a 3D printer going in the bottom left corner. So. This way. All the batteries are charged. We're good to go there.
Yeah, I mean, the ones we have.
Yes.
Chill.
Bryce, everybody's reading your text messages.
What do you mean?
Because this guy's camera up right into the camera.
It's just like zoomed right in. No.
I can't break with this stick. My eyes flash all day. Whoa. Why did that just happen?
Quit.
I need to figure out that thing with the notifications. Cause I like muted everything, but still gives it.
Nothing.
Nothing.
I think he's off it right now.
Oh, let me get rid of that.
Alright, guys.
All right,
See you
Bryce.
tomorrow, right?
Yeah, we will.
smaller?
You gotta keep wearing these New Balances. Thanks, Ken.
Oh, the
Your
MDs.
posture? Shampoo and New Balances.
Because it's
Nice.
posture.
Huh?
It's the MDs.
Yeah, these things are the best.
New Balance MD.
Oh yeah, these nibs.
Names. Sick, dude.
Dudes.
See you, Glenn.
Hey, Glenn.
Glenn!
Oh, Glenn's here.
Oh, shit. Oh, no.
Sound off if you're really still in the chat out there. We got 17 people still watching us playing pool.
Yeah. I made another one for it. Oh, cool. No, it's still solid. So I'm still yeah.
That'd be a funny game where you don't take a first fall. Dang.
You can make a rule like that, like if you want the other person's body to condo or something, or do something crazy.
Yeah, I think Restream is lying.
Oh my god. Those cut the fuck out of it.
Been a lie. Go. Charlie Price.
Oh my, yeah, dude. I am garbage.
Thanks, Charlie.
Garbage? Yeah. Garbage today, dude.
Wow.
I'm practicing.
Yeah, I'm not very good at that at all. Let's take it. Alright, ready? I'm gonna split those two. No, I'm just gonna go for 4. Could've split them. Could've split them. Nice.
I haven't won a game yet.
You lost 3 times.
Oh my god.
Blew it all up on that one day. See. See if we can do it.
You're done. Come back, Randall. Oh, my Lanza, dude.
You okay?
Dude.
It's okay.
It's not okay.
This was me the other day, bro. I know exactly how you feel. It's okay.
It's getting
There's
rough.
a way to come out on the other side.
Oh, well, there you go. Can we turn
try new Gain Relax Flings. It's not just a scent, it's a vibe. New Gain Relax Flings. Seriously good scent.
8 fresh stacks, infinite possibilities. Ritz Fresh Stacks.
Yeah, you need to go into see a movie of a book that just came out. Or yeah, see a movie of a book that came out. A movie that just came out.
Okay.
With their book club friends. Oh, you should like put together all these little like chocolates and shit.
Oh, fuck.
Dialed it all in for them.
Alright, Spence, go ahead and take it.
Alright. What? It hit the corner.
Oh,
bro.
no.
It hit this corner and it fucked me. Let's be on the internet now forever. Dial my number. Alright, boy. Bring it back. Get that 9 and that 15. Nice. Don't worry, the only person to see is like one other person in the live stream. Sick, dude. Nice shot.
Stay out.
Alright. Get past that edge. Think you can do it.
I go down?
No, that'd be safer than that edge. You're not making it across that.
I think I got this thing.
Mm-mm. It's like you have to make it. You have to hit it right there. Do it.
Because
I gave you that little bit of hope.
what are you? Fuck. I gotta get one win.
That's fine. I'll let you have one.
Sure, I should have ran it down. I had a feeling if I did that, it was gonna hit that corner. Like, you kick it out. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's crazy. Like, with this shirt, I feel like my armpits like, tripping.
Yeah.
Like, the shirt usually catches, you know?
Right.
It gets hot back here, though.
That's what it is. It's just coaching. We got the printers running. We got 4 monitors going.
You know?
Nice. Feels like I'm out. See you guys at let's stream later. They do that like smoke shot session stream later. It's actually legit. I like their setup.
You gotta break it.
Oh, I know. I'm gonna destroy this thing. Ready for this, everybody? Nothing. Why are you asking me? Of course you watch this. Oh yeah.
Alright, what's up?
Nothing. No end.
Open?
Yep.
want to go to the coconut, like high-end. We suggested Bohemian, and they're staying at Shangri-La. Yeah. We want to go to this fancy steakhouse. It's silly. I mean, maybe it could be really good, but to me, it's just funny. There's somebody we were hanging out with. Remember Scott at Culinary? He was like, "They want to go out to some steakhouse. I don't want to spend that money. I'd rather just go somewhere for music or something, or Tennessee." It's just funny, like we're all that kind of person where it's like you don't need all that fake glitter glamour. Yeah. I'd rather have the real deal and have it look a lot less fucking spectacular.
Yeah, Neil, we'll see you later. Carrie, until next time. Justin with the shot. Oh, close. About to make 20 of these.
Yeah, I love that because at the very end, if you hear him, he's like, "Sorry, I freaked you out."
Yeah, you scared him.
Oh shit! Oh shit!
Nice, dude. Hell yeah, that felt good.
13 over here.
About it.
Yeah, yeah.
Soon, after this match.
Yep. That's what I was gonna do. I have it up saying we're cutting. It's like a little
Don't get in the way.
peace out.
Hey guys, whoever's there still, 9 of you. We'll see you next time. Thanks for tuning in. And if you want to rewatch the Howie segment, go back and play that back. A lot of good stuff in there. Until next time, we'll see y'all next week. Thanks. Bye.
Bye.